Hey Scorpio, welcome to your April 2024 mid-month reading. We're just going to go ahead, my friends, and we're going to jump straight in. I hope you're all doing well. Before I pull cards here, which I will very soon, like right now, if you want to book a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. The readings are on sale at this time. So if you want one, be sure to get one before that sale ends. But let's take a look here. And let's see what's going on, Scorpions. Pulled the Five of Swords, Six of Wands, and the Magician here. You know what I'm hearing? Success after defeat or success after failure. So, and I'm going to explain this, but I do feel like there is some type of like personal success or like this personal sense of confidence maybe expanding and growing for you with the Six of Wands, things that you're overcoming here. And I also feel like it's like you're learning how to really, it's like you're understanding your mind with this Magician, and you're understanding how you can use your mind more effectively here to help you overcome doubt or to help you overcome things that you have been going through here. And I really feel with the Magician being here in the overall position that the Magician is my card of as above, so below. It's like, and it's also the card, it's also the planet Mercury, it's the intellect. And so it deals a lot with the mind, and the mind can be your best friend or it can be your worst enemy. And so I think what's going on here is like you're finding solutions here, or you're finding ways around things that once have brought you challenges before, with this Five of Swords being here. So it's because it's interesting how the progression goes with this reading, and I'll explain more when I start to really get into it. But let's pull the rest of your cards here. You pulled the Three of Pentacles, the Palace of Swords, and you also pulled the King of Pentacles. You have the Fool card here, the Queen of Swords. In your outcome position, you have the Wheel of Fortune. This is a good read, Scorpio. This is a good reading, Scorpio. Wheel of Fortune, the outcome is positive results, positive things, success, possibly new opportunities, growth, expansion. The Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter, so it signifies positivity, expansion, growth, opportunity. So this looks really good. King of Pentacles in the future position. Career looks good as well. Say anything that you're really taking stock of right now in regards to this is what I need to do to improve my situation or to improve my circumstances. With this Three of Pentacles being your current energy, I feel like you're getting very disciplined with Three of Pentacles because it's Mars and Capricorn. I feel like you're being very disciplined with your actions, and you're being very critical and analytical and observant of how your actions are going to affect things here. And so, and by doing that, because you can be good critical on yourself, right? Like, for instance, let's just say, I don't know, like you realize like, damn, I need to fucking vacuum my rug more. I never vacuum. Like, I just live in on a dirty rug, you know, like that's like you being critical of yourself and realizing like, I need a clean house and I want to fucking vacuum more, like, you know? So it's not always a bad thing to be critical on yourself, as long as it doesn't turn into like self-hatred, you know what I mean? But this Three of Pentacles is basically saying, I feel like you're very committed to the process of what it is that you're trying to achieve here. And so I see you being very tenacious in regards to, conquering your objectives here. All right, let's actually get into this. Let's break this reading down. There's a lot going on here. You have the Five of Swords here in the overall position. Five of Swords it could be defeat, where you feel like you have been defeated, and I feel like it's defeat with the Five of Swords. I don't always say that with the Five of Swords, but the Six of Wands is next to it. So it's making me connect the dots and be like, okay, this is Scorpios rising from the ashes and going through a deeper sense of transformation, personal transformation as well. So I feel like in the past, you've also felt very disconnected from certain things. Because the Five of Swords is Aquarius, and Aquarius brings connection, and the opposite of connection would be disconnection. So you may have felt the disconnection between certain things, right? Could be with Venus stuff, with your relationship, your work, your career. It can be all of those things. Or even just feeling the creative flow of things, or the ability to be even able to enjoy things. But the Six of Wands here, I feel like you're starting to move in the direction of success here, and you're starting to find like your sense of confidence and growth as well. I think you're learning a lot from all your mistakes, or all the things that you have gone through. You pulled the Magician card here as well, and I think you're really starting to understand how to really use your mind in a more powerful, more productive way, in a more positive way here. And I feel like this is the rest of the month is really going to be like the focus and the concentration with this magician is going to be on like you improving yourself, your quality of life, your career, even your relationships. I see that as well. But there is good luck and good results here with this Wheel of Fortune being the outcome. And I feel like definitely a lot of growth and expansion when it comes to possibly money, resources, and finances. So, or just you starting to really master your material reality or master your reality here. You pull the Palace of Swords in the challenge. I feel like, and the Queen of Swords as the advice. Palace of Swords reminds me of like social media. It's like an environment of connection where ideas come together and formulate, and there's communication and there's interaction. Some of you may have been feeling disconnected, so maybe you're trying to connect, like I said, with this Five of Swords, or feel more connected, or even figure out and put yourselves in environments that can change your thinking, right? Like one way the Palace of Swords can manifest on an abstract level is, let's just say you put the headphones on and you're listening to an audiobook about something that you're trying to learn. You have created an environment and put your mind in an environment, or put your mind is taking in newer information and newer ideas that stimulate the intellect and make you think differently. And I think your challenge at this time is like really you're trying to grow, and you're trying to find different ways of how you can change and how you can do things better. And the Queen of Swords as the advice is, Queen of Swords is like the receptivity part of air. It's the ability to be able to like take in, right? So taking in, I feel like by taking in newer ideas and even really starting to formulate and solidify like your own sense of integrity and your own sense of authenticity and your own truth, I feel like that's giving you the clarity that you need to be able to advance forward here. So your advice is saying, also the Queen of Swords can be very strict, but in a good way. It's like the ability to be able to like stick to your word and stay committed to the things you said you would stay committed to, right? And so that's your advice, is to, if you're going to do something, do it. You have the King of Pentacles here in the future position. Career, money looks good. I see a lot of you focusing on career and money, really trying to be the master of your own reality, increase your prosperity here. We'll clarify, of course, and get more, but yeah, you have the Fool card here in the position of something you're unaware of. The Fool card, it does bring an energy of needing to be cautious, right? Because the Fool is literally the Fool, right? He can be a genius or an absolute idiot, right? I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying the Fool card in general. So I would just definitely pay attention to your surroundings, or just be cautious of certain things. But also too, this is also about not being too cautious, right? The Fool card is like, sometimes we need to take leaps of faith in life, and we need to try new things, and we need to, switch things up, reinvent ourselves. And so I feel like the universe is also like encouraging you here as well to, to begin new things, try new things, take leaps of faith. Don't be afraid to be unconventional, marrying that. You have the Wheel of Fortune and the outcome, which is just success, honestly. Success, positive movement in the right direction. The Will card signifies change, but it's change, and it's a change and transition that puts you in a better position, right? Or makes things feel more expansive, or you're like, oh damn, that was actually good, or things are going good, So let's not clarify. Let's pull your oracle card. Yeah, this Mercury retrograde card, it says reinvention here. Now, you could be going through all the things that Mercury retrograde signify, right? Things from the past having to be revisited, your mind going back to the past, maybe just things that you're trying to figure out. Maybe you're having to go back and look at certain things with career, work, money, relationships, all of that. Or even with inside your own self, right? And so Mercury will be retrograde, I believe, until the 25th of April. But yeah, I mean, this is about reinvention. That's why the Fool card is here in the position of something you're unaware of, right? Because the Fool card is Uranus, and Uranus is invention and breaking free and liberation through invention and being able to go beyond your limits, right? Or the limit, or the restrictions that you have been facing, or the limitations you have been facing, I should say. So I definitely feel like this is a process of it's like a recreating yourself and reconnecting to yourself. look at this. He pulled bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. So I feel like Spirit's encouraging you here to not lose that sense of connection, because I said Aquarius rules connection, and that's in your challenge. Palace of Swords is the connection to the world. And also, if you have ideas, or if you, I think this is just about like showing up, and especially with the Fool card being in the position of something you're unaware of, and with the Five of Swords and Six of Wands, this is about humility, like, and showing up humbly. I'm not saying you're arrogant or anything like that, but you know, like, sometimes it takes humility to be able to like admit, or to like show up, right? Like, I don't know, sometimes we have shame about doing things, or sometimes like we don't want to be vulnerable, or we don't want to connect. But I feel like if you can just show up in the most loving way and with an open heart and with humility, I feel like that'll serve you really well. You pull this, be authentic, your way is the only way for you. And that's what your advice is, the Queen of Swords. It's like being authentic, understanding that your way is your way. And there's nothing wrong with your way. Unless, no, obviously there could be, right? But I'm saying, like, you know, like, this is about not compromising on your values and being somebody that you're not, or doing things that you don't want to do. That's the Five of Swords. Doing things that you don't want to do, or compromising on your values, right? And then eventually feeling disconnected. I think this is really you building a deeper sense of, see, people don't want to go into this, so I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and make assumptions, but like, tarot is the human experience, and you know, like, some readers don't want to say that somebody, like, the reading is pointing to maybe like low self-esteem, right? Life can bring things. There's so many things that happen in life that can impact your self-esteem, right? Maybe it's just temporarily, sometimes it's longer than you want it to be, right? Or maybe it's just for a moment or two. But I think what's really going on here, Scorpio, I think it's like you're finding that sense of reconnection to yourself. You're reinventing yourself. You're putting what's the most important first. And I think you're building this deeper sense of confidence, Six of Wands. And also it's like you're starting to really build value here, and self-value. Clarify the Five of Swords. You have the Nine of Cups here. Yeah, you didn't get what it was that you wanted in the past. Five of Swords, Nine of Cups. Expectations turn into disappointments. But at the root of expectation is always disappointment. And that's what happened. Right? Maybe you were disappointed, somebody else was disappointed, or I don't know, maybe it was a combination of both. But I feel like if we put the spotlight on you, I feel like you were disappointed because expectations, or the hope and wish and desire for something didn't happen the way you wanted it to happen. But what's funny is, like, you're learning from that experience, and it's taking you to exactly what you want with the Six of Wands, right? So like you're overcoming failure or disappointment and getting success. You have the Two of Swords here. I think you're also making peace as well with whatever this was. And I think here with the Six of Wands, Two of Swords, you're starting to find the right things are starting to come back into alignment and balance. And I think there's this sense of personal expansion and confidence and authority that you're feeling. And I think that's very encouraging. It feels, or it just feels good, right? Clarify the Magician. Pulled the Hangman here. Ooh, I like this. I think you're starting to understand things in different ways as well throughout the month of April, and I think you're starting to see things differently. Your mind, and because you're seeing things differently, your mind is able to operate differently, right? Because the Hangman hangs upside down to get a different perspective, and right, the Magician is Mercury, the intellect. It's like getting different perspectives on how you can find different solutions, and these solutions are the ones that you've always been looking for, and that's what's bringing the success and allowing you to be able to let go and detach from, you know, the past here. Clarify the three of Pentacles. You have the Hermit here. Yep, you're taking your wisdom, your knowledge, and you're putting it to use with the Three of Pentacles. have the Strength card, Palace of Swords, and the Challenge here. Some of you may be wanting, it's interesting because you could feel alone, right? The Hermit's like, you're kind of just feeling like alone, or like maybe it's like, maybe you feel like you need to do everything alone, or, but I'm always hearing from Spirit, like to believe in your ideas, to believe in your own self, like your own uniqueness. You know, some of you may have been doubting yourself because of things in the past. Maybe you're doubting whether or not you're good enough, or it could just be stuff like that. But I feel like the universe is really encouraging you here not to disconnect and to stay connected socially and with community, relationships, work, career, because that's where you find that sense of strength. Clarify the Queen of Swords as the advice. You have the Hierophant here. Yeah, I definitely feel that Spirit is saying to not compromise on what your morals and your values and your ethics and your principles are to please other people, right? Because the Hierophant is the pillars of support that uplift you. It's your beliefs, and it's what you believe in. So it's like, you know, like, I feel like the Spirit is saying here, like, to know what those things are, your beliefs, your values, your morals, your principles, and to stay in alignment with that. Clarify the King of Pentacles. You have the Page of Wands. Definitely, Page of Wands is you could be doing something. I don't think it's brand new, but I think it's something that, like, Page of Wands, King of Pentacles is like when it comes to work, career, business, or anything that you're doing personally that you're trying to build and create. The Page of Wands is like when it's like it's like something new that you're initiating, and it's something that you're passionate about, or you're finding that sense of passion and enthusiasm in. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune and the outcome. What is this success here? Eight of Pentacles. Your hard work paying off. That refinement process and mastery. And because you stayed the course, Jupiter is going to reward you, the Wheel of Fortune. And also I see a heavy increase in your productivity, or something being produced here that really expands things. Clarify the Fool card in the position of something you're unaware of. You have the Nine of Swords here. Yeah, I would think before you act, and especially with Mercury being retrograde in Aries right now. Mercury and Aries can definitely accelerate the mind and make you make really rash, fast decisions, and not good ones at that, with it being retrograde. Maybe things that you may regret later. So I definitely feel like the universe is just telling you to be aware and cautious of your actions. So otherwise than that, Scorpio, you had a good month. I appreciate y'all for watching. If you want to book a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. The readings are on sale at this time, so if you click that link, it'll take you straight there. If this video resonated with you, be sure to hit that thumbs up button for me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to do so. Click the notification button bell. It'll notify you whenever I upload your videos. And otherwise than that, Scorpions, I'll talk to you later.